Capricorn Rising August 2022 has a huge focus on a close relationship that could involve some friction or some trouble between the two of you, and also ending with some major travel plans. If you're excited to dive into what exactly this August has in store for you in your rising sign, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. If you're new here, hi, I'm Maren. I'm an astrologer. I'm using the tropical zodiac within whole sign houses, and I make videos going in depth on the full moon, new moon, and whole month if you want more details about some of those things I mentioned. So starting out the month from the 1st to the 3rd, we have Mars conjunct Uranus in your Taurus 5th house. Mars is conflict and aggression, and Uranus is instability or chaos. So with those in your 5th house of dating, romance, and creativity, I expect the opening of the month to start on a note of friction or sudden disruption, either in your relationship or in your creative project, or with a child issue if you have kids. Then on the 4th, Mercury enters your Virgo 9th house. Mercury rules Virgo and is also exalted in Virgo, so having the planet of communication at home and in the sign it does very, very well in your 9th house of foreign travel and higher education shows that planning or communicating about travel plans or education and what you're doing in school is very likely successful and really positive. Then on the 6th to the 8th, Mars in your 5th house is squaring Saturn in your 2nd house. So the frustration that you're dealing with either in a creative project or your romantic relationship involves a conflict around finances and needing to be more conservative or careful around that. Then on the 7th to the 8th, on a lighter note, Venus in your 7th house will be trine Neptune in your 3rd house. So your day-to-day commute or productivity or what you have to see on a daily basis is really helping out your relationship. Like what you're doing daily might involve your partner. You might get to work alongside them or with them, and that really strengthens the relationship. However, from the 8th to the 9th, Venus will oppose Pluto in your Capricorn 1st house. So if you're being a little bit manipulative or shady or not being upfront about something, that could put a damper on the relationship. Then from the 10th to the 12th, the sun in your 8th house will square Uranus in your 5th house. So your focus on finance is being disrupted by what's going on in your relationship or creatively. Like trying to focus on money right now is really being thrown for a loop. And on the 11th, Venus does enter your Leo 8th house, which is really positive for money and finances for much of this month. Shows that you're attracting in investments and financial luck that is really on your side. And also on the 11th, there is a full moon in your Aquarius 2nd house. A very serious ending to something financial like an income stream or a source of making money. It doesn't have to do with investments, debt, or the market. More so a direct stream of income or spending that you are no longer participating in. And from the 13th to the 15th, Mars in your 5th house will be trine Pluto in your 1st house. So you and your integrity and your focus is helping out all the efforts that you're dealing with in your relationship or your creative matters that are being really troublesome right now, but your dedication is really helping out. Then on the 18th, Venus in your 8th house will be trine Jupiter in your 4th house. So this is really positive, showing that luck at home with family or with property or real estate is massively helping you out financially, that you're really able to get some financial help or some luck with your investments because of family or property matters. And on the 20th, Mars is entering your Gemini 6th house. So the planet of frustration and conflict is entering your 6th house of physical health or coworkers. So expect some more frustration with those things towards the end of the month. Then on the 21st, Mercury in your 9th house is opposing Neptune in your 3rd house. So communicating around higher education, travel, or more philosophical topics could be confused by people you're dealing directly with. They could be dishonest about you with your plans or what you plan to do, or even your beliefs. They could be really being dishonest and indirect with you. And on the 22nd to the 23rd, Mercury in your 9th house is trine Pluto in your 1st house. So you and your focus and your stamina and your integrity around things is helping you get your point across and advance in your travel plans or with your education. And then on the 23rd, the sun enters your 9th house of foreign travel or higher education, further showing that there's a lot more focus on your travel plans moving forward. However, then on the 25th to the 26th, the sun in your 9th house is squaring Mars in your 6th house. So focus on foreign travel or higher education is met with some issues around physical health or coworkers that are throwing some issues into this. And on the 26th to the 27th, Venus in your 8th house is squaring Uranus in your 5th house, showing that this romantic issue with someone that you're dating or your creative issues and those things really being thrown everywhere are leading to some financial instability as well. And on the 26th, Mercury enters your Libra 10th house. So communicating around career or your professional life is really picking up near the end of the month. On the 27th, there's a new moon in your Virgo 9th house, a new beginning around foreign travel or higher education that you've been building up to, so you might be embarking on a new travel plan or trip at the very end of the month. And on the 28th to the 29th, Venus in your 8th house will be opposing Saturn in your 2nd house. So we do end the month on a financial damper where your spending might need to be reevaluated because of what's happening to your investment portfolio or your savings, where like a direct income stream or spending issue is going to be changing the way that you value your investments and savings. If this resonates and you already have a little bit of an idea of how this is showing up in your life, feel free to comment down below. I would love to hear from you. So the advice that I would give to Capricorn Risings for this month is that starting out, there's a ton of focus on your relationship and creative world where that is being thrown for a loop and you're having to deal with that. But by the end of the month, there is a new beginning around travel for you that is much more logical and grounded. Otherwise, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know down below how you're feeling about this month. Any thoughts, any concerns, anything you're excited about, would love to hear. Check out the month ahead video if you have not already, or if that's coming soon, check back for it. And I will see you next month.